Hi and welcome. This is Kimberly with Journal Breeze. Thank you guys for coming by today. It's going to be a craft with me time. I am really loving working with the fall papers that are coming out of Graphics Fairy. I'm not affiliated with them other than my membership, but the fall collections they have, I think, are just super fun. So today I'm going to be playing with those. And before I show you the papers I've chosen, let me set my alarm so I can keep track of the time really. Craft with me's take me a little while longer maybe than some of my other videos lately, but that's how I craft, kind of slow. But I do have a sample of what we're going to make, and so I think it has a chance of moving along in pretty good time. I hope you will join me. I really do. I hope you like this as much as I do. I love it. I have 3 others cut out and ready to go. If I get through this video in good time, then I'm going to make another one with the same concept but using die cut instead of digital print ones, and so there's a little more variety that way, and it's completely different. It's a Paris theme. So let's get going. So this is what I call a file folder pocket. It's connected at the bottom so that it's being held in, and of course I've used the cute little labels, and I will put I will put things into the description box. But I will say that these tags are from Pink Monarch prints. I have it on auto lock, so it's not really adjusting. But all of these 4 tags, are from Pink Monarch prints, and I just love them. They're in fall colors, and they're words that go with the holidays of Thanksgiving, mainly, in my opinion. Okay, so then out of this comes the 3 files, and I made this on 32-pound paper, or maybe 28, and then I lined it so that it had some weight to it. So the file folders, I think, are just adorable. I love them so much, and they too have their bottoms glued together, and this is a cute tag. Now I chose the tags so that they would line up and you could see all 3 when it was in there. I wanted that look, so that's how they got chosen, plus the colors. So this is the second, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's gold. I put gold on the edge. It was just a little too simple, and a couple of pieces of washi tape. I wonder if this is too bright for you. Let me see. Can you see that gold a little bit better? And then here's the washi. It's actually kind of a pink color, but it's fall. I got it at Hobby Lobby. That's all I know. And this is the picture, which I love. Whoops, gotta back that. And then this is the 3rd one. This picture comes with these cute corners, and then I added 2 more corners so that it's got, it's just different. And this other sweet picture. So I've used Graphics Fairy, Pink Monarch prints, and Amity Bloom. So I thought this was so very much fun to make that you would enjoy making it too. The cards are called ATC envelopes, and they're actually intended to have these 2 sides bend over and then form a pocket that's only that size. But what I'm doing is, I think it's bending this up so that this forms the bottom, and then this I'm leaving open as the tag, and I'm backing them all as well so that the tag will look like this on, on the inside. It's just really fun to pick out tags, pick out the top part. Just fun and easy. And oh, I know what I wanted to say. The digitals here only have this, what I'm making into a tab, on one side. It's not on 3 sides. So I'll show you obviously, but we'll be cutting them out so that we'll have 3. So it looks like we have 3. And that's about the only thing that's, different. Okay, so I loved this, but my favorite was this side. It's all one piece. I don't know if you can see that. And so what I did, so I could have that be possible, is I flipped this picture on my printer, or on the program that's connected to the printer, or I don't know if it's connected to the printer. I guess that's the way I see it. The house was over here, so that required this to be on the top. Oh, like the one I showed you at the beginning. Anyway, oh, here it is. So now by flipping it, I'm able to get this on the top, and I loved it. Now the only way that I can do that is by cutting out one of these and tracing it on. So that's where we're going to start. So how are you guys doing now that school is back in session for kids and the holidays are starting this month? So much decorating and cooking and visiting and gift giving. Oh my gosh, there's so much to think about, right? It's such a busy time of year. I like to keep it festive but stress down, so I make it, important to me to not overly say yes, not get too involved in. I used to make a lot of things. Now I don't, for gifts and cards and things like that. I take it year by year. I never know exactly how much energy or time or interest I'm having, so I just kind of take it by the holiday and see what I feel like doing, and I go with that because I don't want to be stressed, and I don't want to be, not looking forward to next year's. So keeping stress down is really critical. I know when you have younger kids, it's just, it's kind of an impossibility, but those years do end. Time does move on. You'll wonder where it all went. So think about, things that maybe you can not do this year that you might have always done other years, just to keep your stress level down. Okay. So now I am going to place this. So what's going to happen is this is going to be on the bottom, this is going to be on the back, and this is going to be like that. So it's going to go like that. So I want to make sure I like this part better than the squash or whatever. Maybe that's an early pumpkin, but it's kind of yellow. So I'm thinking it's a squash. So let's say I like this leaf too, but it's kind of silly looking there next to the house. It's great when you fold it in half because it doesn't really show. So I am going to place this. Hope my head's not in the way. Well, it's going to have to be there a little bit. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. Oops. All right. And then the back is that, so very, very simple. And I'm going to cut right on the inside of the line. Now my first one that I made, that I showed you a second ago, I used all 32-pound paper or 28. I don't remember. And I felt like it was too thin for the cover, obviously. I can't even see the blue line. Okay, I've got to draw that again. Okay. And I felt like it was too thin. So what I've done for this one is I've picked out, light cardstock, 65-pound cardstock. The Michaels brand is what I have on hand. And actually, you know what the paper was I think I used? It's called Astro Bright. I get it at Target. And I love it. It's got a sheen, a matte sheen. It looks like presentation paper. And I think it's 28 pound. So it's so light. It's got a nice heaviness to it that isn't too heavy. So I've been using that a lot lately. And it prints beautifully because of the smoothness of the paper and the, somewhat of a sheen, but not glossy. So I think that's what I use. Anyway, so on this one, I'm testing, obviously, this cardstock. So I figured it would take 2 envelopes inside nicely. Plus I put those labels on there that take up space as well. And then I'm putting items inside these pocket tags. So I figured 2 might be all I can handle. But I'm also going to cut out a paper one and see if I can have 2 of the cardstock and then 1 of the paper. And that way, really have it nice and full. But I like decorating it so much, and I've picked out some good tags to put inside. So I think I want to try to get 3 if I possibly can. I realize now I should have cut this out in advance. I think I meant to. Okay, I'm still not tackling the editing because I will never get anything up if I edit. So I can't speed up the cutting, but if you're crafting with me, that should not be a problem, right? You'll be taking the same amount of time as me. Okay, so let's get this even right here. There we go. Oh, I love that. And you know what? That leaf looks like a tree. Oh, I love this so much. And I love this darling background with it. Okay, and then I'm not going to bend this so that it's right up in there. I'm going to give it a little bit of leeway as much as I can and have it still look good. Okay, I'm going to cut that off there. So you can see I've left a gap like that so that the things can have a place to drop to. But I don't want this. So I'm going to try to round that corner. And then chop that. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. And then I'm just going to use glue stick. I'm looking for my, here we go. Okay. Okay. Great. Oh, I might have glued it up a little higher than I wanted to. Hold on. Yeah, I think I did. I think I put it up. Okay. All right. So, oh, I love it. Okay, it needs to have some distress. So this kit is called Pumpkin Spice, and I'm using their printables and also the individual. Okay, individual items. Okay. Oh, and I'll probably put something there. So you leave this one as is, and then the other ones are cut up and they lay against it. All right. So we have this one cut out. Let's make it oh, these colors. Butterscotch. I call that butterscotch. I love these earthy browns that have a lot of red in them. You know, there's browns with blue in them, and there's browns with red. We've got browns with yellow. I think a green brown would be a gray in the making, actually. I sort of think that, okay, so I'm leaving a crease, but it's bigger on the left than the right, so I'm recreasing to make it all the same size. There we go. Okay. And that is punching over a little bit, so I'm going to cut that down. I think that earth colors, the browns, the mossy greens, which I love, are coming back into style for fashion too. It's been a while since we've worn browns. There we go. Okay. There we go. We're having really nice weather today. It was super hot yesterday. I had to have the AC on come afternoon, but so far it's what? It's 1 o'clock. Wow. And I've got the windows open, so it hasn't gotten too hot. And I can hear the breeze right now, and it's just such a, oh, I love the sound of breeze. Not hurricane winds, but breeze, right? Oh God, I feel so bad for the people that got that storm on the east. Just awful. Storm of the decade, they called it. I hope it's truly the storm of the century and nothing's ever that bad again. Okay, so there we go. So now we got a second little pocket. So that pocket is going to go inside of this pocket. Oh, okay, so I must have cut down. All right, gosh, I didn't make this very long ago. Just maybe, I don't even know if it was as long as a week. But I've been making so many things lately, and my mind is writing down other ideas that I forget, because when I'm making them, I'm not planning on teaching them. I'm not thinking about, oh, remember this, or none of that happens. If I do that, I won't create. I'll just get lost and stuck, and so I'm always just going at it, and then whatever comes out of it, the video happens. So obviously, I had to cut these individually because there are no tabs. Oh man, that's so funny. Okay, so I feel like I didn't do the best job of cutting. Like, I think tab 2 needs to be over further and tab 3 needs to be over further. But tab 1 was good. So figure out what'll work for you and then draw in your tab 1. Gosh, I hate to use a pencil. I can't erase. Okay, so I'm going to, you can see that little line there, right there. I'm going to cut beautiful. And I will save that. You never know how it might come in handy. Okay. So then, coming up with the tab I want here, or the words, I could stamp on something, but I don't figure that out until I've finished the whole thing, because I want, I like to work with a theme. The theme could be, the feel that it has. It doesn't have to be an actual theme like fall. It can be the feeling. It can be, the content. But that helps me make every decision. So for right now, I'm going to leave it blank. Okay. So then we're going to do the second one. I will try to whip this out. So we're going to do these two, complete these two, and then see if there is room for the third. Yeah. Okay. And I have picked out two ideas. One was using group photos. So, I'm thinking Thanksgiving, and group photos would be, typically what you'd see, right? I mean, not back then, because these are photos from the 1800s or early 1900s, but it certainly is what you see today. So I can imagine that they might have taken them back then at the holidays if they could actually afford to own a camera and have somebody do that. But they're all brown scale, and they are fun. I'm looking forward to showing to you. So there we go. So we've got that on there. All right, now this is going to be number 2. So I'm going to take out this, which is number 1. I'm going to lay it on here. And I'm going to begin the circle here. So I've got to cut out what's behind it and then go forward and cut out what's in front of it. Well, I like that, because then the third one will leave. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so let me Can you hear the birds chirping? I love hearing the birds chirping. There we go. Okay. I want to erase okay, and then here, there we go. These aren't exactly the same shape. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay. All right. I have to erase here. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 1. Oh, there might only be 2. That's right. Oh. Okay, there might only be 2. So let's see. Yeah, I think 2 is gonna kind of have to do it. Oh, isn't that pretty? Even though these are the same paper, this one's more pumpkin-y colored and that one's more beige. So they look different. That's nice. So I'm not going to do this, but if I was going to do another, it would probably be the yellow, which is the same as that. And then that would be the 3rd tab. Yeah, the brown would be, I think, too distracting. But I don't know. Okay, so let's decorate. first I'll show you the photographs I've chosen. I cut out 4, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, let's see about those. So the family gathering. So look at this. Is that fantastic? They look to me like a bunch of frat guys. You know, like at an Ivy League college. And this one, I've seen this in a kit, so you might have too. Is that fabulous? The wallpaper, I don't know if you can see that, but it's all embossed. It's my favorite kind of wallpaper. It's totally neutral, and all the design is embossed. I actually have that in my guest bathroom. I love it so much. It's a different shape. I have leaves. I have the flourish leaves, but I love it. And then she's sitting on her little trunk, and her little parasol, and her little doll with the undoubtedly china head. And the little boy with his cape over his shoulders and his satchel. Oh, darling. And then this is a family scene. I figured these were the grandparents. This was the married couple. And this was the oldest daughter who needs to be married. Look how I thought at first she was the mom. And then, so these 4 kids then I believe are theirs. Just love it. And I backed everything. And then the last were 3 sisters. At least these 2 look identical. But I'd guess they're sisters. This is the stage set at the photography studio. The banister ends right there. Oops. Oh my gosh. Oh God, you guys. I am so sorry if I've been cutting you off. Jeez. Oh my goodness sakes. I am. You need 2 heads. You need eyes in the top of your head, and you need eyes in the front of your head to do these. Okay, so I decided that I would prefer to use this and this because I think they're all, you know, younger. This fits well, but this one is too thick. But you know what? I don't think it's a problem. Well, first of all, this one has to go behind because it's taller. And this one will go here. It's like bouncing out. It's kind of weird. I think I can trim it off a little bit so it lays a little bit better. But maybe I can do 2 per. I'd like to get more color up on the top. It's not that cute. So 2 of them really are that big. Okay, so those are the 2 that I would need to trim. This one's just white, so, oh no, it's a cream. This one I really like. Okay, and everything needs to be distressed. Mostly so the white edges don't show. These particular printables are just put portraits and images in the search window of the membership area, and then they'll come up. There's quite a few, and they are pretty varied, but there's a nice selection of ones that look, the colors that would go for fall and have like a distressed ambiance to them. They didn't really distress them per se. Okay, so next, that's my dog, if you're hearing something weird, wondering who would be making that noise. Okay, now we're going to That's my dog again. Okay. Oh, I love that color. Okay. So I want to put decoration on the front of the file folders. And I had a couple of ideas in mind. If you recall on these, I used the wonderful designs of fall, so I didn't want to do that again, even though I love them. So I was thinking I could do either these, which are under this for Graphics Fairy, and like I really like this, and I think the other one I liked was that. So let's cut these out real quick. Hello, sweet dog. Yes, I know you're there. I do know you're there. Yes, you sweetie pie. I printed these out on just regular paper. Well, not just plain copy paper, but I think 24 pound. And I wanted them to be lightweight because I knew there was going to be a lot of, not a lot of space. And they also have this same set of pictures without the label area, but I want to put words in there. I think I'll use stamps, maybe individual letter stamps or number stamps, probably letter. But I might use pre-made ones, and they're not very big areas, so it's going to have to be limited. So you can help me decide, because this is one option. And I do feel like these Victorian flowers do go with the, unfortunately my printer made a mark there, so I'll move everything up and have it look like it's not even there. I think with the Victorian pictures, I'm going to put this on for a little bit longer. Okay. I think that the family shots that I'm using here, go really well with these flowers. But my heart wants to go with these, and these are from a coffee bundle. And I just thought how fun to cut out these. Let's just see. Maybe I could do like a front and back, but the back won't get much attention. And these really would look better if I distress them. I don't know how you guys do it, but I spend hours on my computer looking at digitals. I mean, it takes way more time for me to choose the final digitals I'm going to use and print them out and flip them and resize them and change them and all the things I have to do before I print them out sometimes. I mean, that can be the whole day, whatever time I've allotted to crafting, but it's probably the most time-consuming part of my projects. I print a lot that I don't use, and I, do a lot of auditioning. And sometimes I think, why am I bothering? And other times I go, oh, this is the most fun part. So let's just see, just for the sake of it. And now, I think that looked good. I don't think any of these others would look better than these. Let's just see about this graph paper background. Now, these flowers are not very fall. The colors are, though. But the flowers themselves make you think of summer. So that literally is a little bit of a put-off for me. I know, it's ridiculous. I realize that that's just being so picayune, but, you know, I craft to please myself. I craft to be really happy with the outcome, whether I keep it or sell it or give it away. And those things matter to me. I notice them. Other people don't notice them. It doesn't matter to them. They don't think about the season of the flower. I can't help it. And I am not suggesting that you should take that up. Believe me, I'm just sharing. Okay. So I wonder, this almost looks better. I didn't think I would like that graph paper. I don't know. Too dark. These both look really good. Oh my gosh. I wish you could talk to me. I do. I wish you could talk to me. This is definitely, to me, more Victorian. Obviously, the graph paper takes it out of Victorian. So if I'm going to go with that, then this wins. But I really like that for something else. So I'll save it. But then we've got these cute guys, and they are so cute. So let's see. That is going to take forever. That's my dog. Okay. She's drinking water. She does that when she drinks water. Okay, girl, I hear ya. She doesn't do it for attention, believe me. She does it because it gets caught in a flap in her throat. Food doesn't, but water does. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, I can't cut that middle out. It'll drive me insane. I can't do that. I'm not a fussy cutter. I'm gonna brown it up. That's what I can do. I can brown it up. I don't want to stress when I'm doing crafting. It's my non-stress thing to do. So if I start forcing myself to fussy cut, then that's where I draw my line. Okay, so you might be thinking, well, if you're willing to look at things picayune in some areas, why aren't you willing to fussy cut out the center of the stuff? Yeah, I get that. That's just, this is not my thing. The fussy cutting is just a step too far. Okay. Oh, what if we put that like that? Oh, you guys, that is so cute, in my opinion. What do you think? Oh my gosh, I like that. Is that silly? Otherwise it would be like this. And now it looks kind of plain. It would need something else. So guess what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it now before I change my mind. Right now, this minute. It's amazing how the cup just fits perfectly into that area there. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Oh my goodness sakes. Okay. I want to have this up as high as this one. So, let's see. Oops. Okay. Alright, and then this. Oh, that to me is just delightful. Delightful. Put a little brown on that cup so it's not so white. Oh my gosh, so then the words, it could be tea, right? Tea time. That would be darling. Tea time. I don't know if I have stamps tiny enough. Oh, I think I do. Oh no, they're not in here. Okay, I'm going to have to dig for those. So I won't do that right now because I'm watching the clock. Alright, so number 2, I don't know if we would be so lucky with number 2 because it's this that I think is adorable. And these were all like a full-size page, so you have to, I put them into 9 to a page to get this size. And that little sound is a neighbor's new puppy dog. Yep, 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 yep. That same neighbor used to have chickens and a rooster. That was not fun. Oh, you know what I was thinking is that if you feel inclined, if there's something that you would like me to do a video on. Oh, here again. Oh, maybe this is worth trying to cut. I don't know. It'll probably be a disaster. I think I won't. If there's something that you would like me to do a video on, would you tell me? Like, put it in the comments. Some of you have, and I believe I've done all but one. One gentleman wanted me to do more in stamps. Well, I haven't returned to my 1930s journal in a while here, so I haven't even thought about doing that, but I might. I don't know if you'd like to see more on the stamps I've collected that I've bought specifically for, you know, history. I'm happy to share those. I don't know anything about them or anything. That's the problem. Oh, look, that ends up showing. Alright, so let's say we did the same thing and put this up here. That doesn't look good, no. I don't know, that label is, I think, standing out too much. Well, I think since they're going in the same envelope, that's a possibility. Now let's see if there's something better that would go with that. You know, the graph paper, thinking about somebody painting, somehow feels a little more acceptable to me there. I've also got this yellow, which would be bright. Yeah, I think that changes the feeling too much. Yeah, I think maybe the graph paper will work there. And then you've got roses and roses. This being upside down, I don't think looks very good. I really love the picture though. But I think this is going to be the winner. And I feel like I need to cut that out now that I've done that dark screech through it. I suppose if I felt like I was a whiz with the X-Acto knife, I could do that, but I'm only learning how to become a whiz at the X-Acto knife with straight lines, the easy stuff. I've seen people cut out the fanciest of stencils with their X-Acto knife on YouTube, making the smallest designs. Oh my gosh, I mean, it's impressive. Okay, let's see. Okay. How do I get that distressed without just having a ton of brown again? Okay. I just need to brown the whole thing more to feel like it's not so intrusive. If you make a mistake, lean into it. Don't run from it. I mean, if you can cover it like that, yeah, go for it. But what do you think? Does that look good? I think it does. I like it. Okay. So the labels that I so like, because as I told you, you can get the same set of pictures with no labels. I'm ending up covering. So good thing I didn't spend time doing words and all that, because it would have been a total waste. But it does outline it nice on this, I think. So in a way I used it. Let's see, how did I have that? Okay. We'll be done in just a minute here. Let's see, how did I have that before? I felt like I had some greenery in there. Oh well. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So, let's put it all back together. It'll be minus the words, but... Oh, and we didn't do the cover yet. The girls, I think I'm going to cut that white off and just have the photo. Okay, so in this is too tall the way it's sitting in there. So I would have to cut that down. Now why that's taller, I think, is because of the way it's sitting in there. So if I line them up to be even before I put them in, let's see if they'll stay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. So I feel like just getting some really... Oh, maybe now I could put one of these labels on. Not the flowers, but the label. Oh, I like that. Okay, let me pick out the one I can cut up. I don't really like this. Oh my gosh, I've got so many great labels. What am I saying? I have a bazillion fantastic labels lately. Chapter 1 papers, the paper cameo, the newest bundle on Graphics Fairy, and other bundles for labels. It's just been an amazing array of labels to choose from, but I don't necessarily want to go French. You know what? Look at how this is dark black there, and this isn't. So that to me will bug me forever. Do you see what I'm saying? Black outline, and this has no black outline. Oh, the sun is so bright, even though I have covered the skylight that shines on this side. I have covered it to help you guys see my videos in the truer color. And still it's really bright. Okay, so my squiggly line is not very good. Yeah, getting closer doesn't really make it any better. So I'm going to cut another one out because I notice here that the printer did a little mark, and I want to take my time, but I'm feeling rushed now because of the timer going off. So I'll just show you. And I'll also fussy cut so that just the frame part will show. I think that's very Victorian looking. And then I'm going to put the words on here. Maybe tea and coffee. That'd be cute. And then we take out our 2 inserts. And there's our cup of tea. Take out our pictures. Oh, our sons are coming for the holidays and bringing their friends. Oh, the whole family gathers. Look at that little boy. Can you see his face? He is not a happy camper. He's grabbing his mom's dress, and he looks pretty mad, if you ask me. Okay, and then the number 2 is the more artistic part of the family is coming. And they're little kids. Oh my God, I love that. And then these girls, once I cut that white off, will fit in there as well. Beautiful. So you guys, I will finish these and then take the picture with the words on so that you can really see them. But I hope that you enjoyed this and will want to give it a try yourself. Certainly you don't have to use anything from Graphics Fairy. You can use any papers you want. I am going to, after I finish this, shoot another video using the Tim Holtz file folder die cuts and some other pieces. It's the new one called, starts with an S, like Specimens. It's his specimen die cut thing that came out the last thing, Halloween, I think, or fall or whatever. Anyway, and I'm cutting up the French ones that I alluded to before. And I'm going to make it, so I thought, well, I'll turn it on, and, if you want to see me do it twice, or just see the different combinations of paper, then I hope you'll join me. And I would love to know if you think I made the right choices for my labels on the inside. And I wish you a happy crafting day. Take care. Please, like, comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.